have a merry, merry special today. A real Aussie Chrissy, as they say. We're to be extraordinarily patriotic with this one. Yes, yes. A tale! There is a town a long way away, about half a country away, in fact. In this town, there are people just like you and I. They're caught in a space, a half space, where they do not matter in the grand scheme of things. If they try to leave, they are met with a coldness. It chills them to the bone, and it kills them summarily without a thought. In this land, we meet a character. He is a man, of course, a person, but he is also a character. He does not know quite who this character is, but he plays him nonetheless, as an actor is always trying to break into whatever role they wish to inhabit. Of course, he tells everyone his name is Redhat. He wears a great big bag on his head filled with gifts. The character in the old texts bears this bag of gifts for days before dying of the weight that is crushing him the whole time. In the text, he is strung up on a sleigh, an archaic form of torture device meant for evil children. The man who plays Redhat, his name is Marigold. He lives in a small cottage, and he grows a great jolly beard. The man is microdosing that mushroom that makes you see tiny little people walking around your house. You would think this would take him out of the world, being influenced by these mushrooms, but no. He is seeing the real world, where there are tiny little humans all walking around and being under things, and they're there, and you interact with them, whether you like it or not. Sometimes in the waking world, we see them as bugs. They, in fact, are human souls, untethered by third-dimensional limitations. Marigold, he had an idea about them. He thought that we might call them the dead, or elves. Redhat, now, in the text, he is on his last day alive. It's the eve of the tale's end. Redhat wonders if the elves will appear again. He wonders if seeing the little tiny humans makes him different. He feels it disconnects people from him. The people that told him to be Redhat, that made him be Redhat. Marigold felt that the ones who own all the shops around where the sleigh goes want him not to be Marigold, but to be Redhat. Redhat is strapped to the sleigh for all the people of the town to see, and on that sleigh is placed a bag of gifts. And that bag of gifts is supported by the neck of Redhat. In the original story, Redhat is talked at by ghosts who tell him to change his name and to avert his fate. His sacrifice is in vain, for all that he will give to this world is cheap plastic shit and a toy that flies directly into the fireplace as soon as you turn it on the first time. But he does not listen to that ghost. That ghost was a human soul, an elf from the past. The one he feels disconnects him. The second ghost simply stares at him, and he understands what it says. Redhat, he feels this implicit connection to this ghost. He does not place a feeling on it. He cannot. This third ghost, though, the third ghost, is worrisome. Or truly worrisome. An untethered thing, outside comprehension, by anyone with an inkling of mortality. I understand this ghost. It is a friend, but it is not friendly. In many ways, this ghost is just the next Redhat. A reflection of the space between this Red Hat and the next Red Hat. A view into a place where there is no Red Hat, and all is Red Hat. Marigold, as Red Hat, knew the third ghost was the final one. A secret he would learn soon is that it hurts in this place where Red Hat sits on his sleigh. As the weight became too much to bear and he lost consciousness, the man Marigold playing Red Hat soon felt it all go. To act is to let go of the thing you were before and to do it again. The great tower of gifts inside that shabby sack stocking, all filled to the brim on top of a weak old man's esophagus, bending, breaking. And they've the ham! Finally, the feast of Red Hat can begin. Yay! Yeah. It is only then, when that terrible fog lifts, after the Red Hat has been worn, the people can leave the town, but they've always got their leftover ham. Merry Christmas, everyone. And remember, we can always go lower.